Hi again. This one is going to blow your mind. You know, when you hear people talk about and you see people write about the power within us, we have all the answers inside us, women are so powerful, all the rest of it. You know them all. Yeah, insert, your saying of choice, but it basically boils down to women are powerful, we've got all the answers inside us. Yeah, we have wisdom, we have knowledge, we know this stuff, blah blah blah. Step into our power, activate our power, the divine feminine, la 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 la. What are they talking about, and where does it come from? Well, what I've been told by the dream team is that this is actually true, and it is stored inside us. All of this knowledge and power that we have is exclusively feminine. It is. And they sent me to a place to go and do some research, scientific research in the now, in today, what people have written and what people are discovering about us as a species, what makes us us. And they sent me to go and look somewhere and to do this research and then bring it back to them so that they could explain it to me from their point of view, using the kind of scientific basis of what we've got now. But they've explained it to me in a different way. So we as women have something inside us called mitochondrial DNA. Okay, now that DNA is not part of the DNA where you get some from your mom and some from your dad, the 23 chromosomes each, and they blend together, and why it's like a little bit of a lottery whether you're going to have blue eyes, green eyes, pink eyes, or purple eyes. All of that stuff is, let's face it, a little bit of a lottery, but but sometimes you can look like your grandfather and sometimes you can look like your great grandmother and things like that. So it's a little bit of a lottery. The thing about mitochondrial DNA is it's not a lottery. It's absolutely pure and unchanged. Okay. And it is passed from mother to daughter, mother to daughter, mother to daughter, mother to daughter. And it has been that way since the dawn of the species, since the dawn of time. And it is separate from the DNA that we think of, that's mom and dad. It's outside of that. It's separate to that. Why? Why would we create something that's separate from us, separate from all of that, that changes, and it's a lottery, and it's a bit of this and it's a bit of that, and hey, here I am, I've got 3 noses. It's because it is pure, and it is where the knowledge is, and it passes from mother to daughter, like I said. And even if a woman has a son, he has his mother's mitochondrial DNA, but he doesn't pass it on to his daughter. His mitochondrial DNA from his mother dies off after his sperm has fertilized the egg. It doesn't enter the egg with the rest of the DNA. So that the woman, the daughter, the baby, gets her mitochondrial DNA only from her mother and her mother and her mother and her mother and her mother. So this knowledge is passed down mother, daughter, unbroken, and it doesn't change. There is slight mutations every 30,000 years or something ridiculous. Like, wrap your head around those numbers. So from the dawn of the species, this stuff is basically unbroken, unchanged, and pure. And what is the point of DNA? Carries information. Are you getting it? Are you? Yeah, good, excellent. So bear with me. So DNA carries vast stores of information. What is information? It's knowledge. Okay, so that is passed mother to daughter, mother to daughter, mother to daughter, pure and unbroken. So what is the other purpose of this mitochondrial DNA? So the scientists, okay, scientists know what they know, or know what they think they know. But the thing about science is finding out other things and then going and proving it. Okay, and bear in mind that people used to think the world was flat. Okay, now that you're here with me and you're on board and you're like wrapping your head around a new concept, that's okay. So mitochondrial DNA, what does it do? Well, part of its job is to create energy. Yeah, energy. Energy is all there is. When we take everything away, when it all boils down, we are just bundles of energy. We are just bundles and bundles of our smallest thing is subatomic particles that are just like bouncing around all the time, and they're energy. And so is mitochondrial DNA. That's its job, is to produce energy. And when the mitochondrial DNA from the man is, you know, in his sperm and it goes to fertilize the egg, it's that energy that takes the sperm up the canal and to the egg and fertilizes the egg, and then it dies off. So he doesn't pass any of that. The only purpose, if you like, the only purpose of his mitochondrial DNA, the strength of his mother, is to get his sperm into making another baby. And that's what we're here for. We're here to grow and expand, make babies. Not only, you know, it's not, you know, but let's face it, if we didn't make babies now and again, we'd die out. Just saying, you know, so totally cool if you don't want to have babies. I can completely understand that. Having had a couple of my own, I can understand that. But what I'm saying is, let's accept that generally speaking, one of our jobs here is to have more of us for whatever reason. It's how it works. And so even though we've evolved, you know, our mitochondrial DNA has not. It hasn't changed in all of those millennia. And there's lots of them. Years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And so all of that information is going from, in a direct line, straight down to you. And okay, what's its purpose? You know, and the scientists will say, oh no, that's mitochondrial DNA is not about that. I'm telling you, we used to think the world was flat. You know, science just hasn't caught up with this yet. So they used to think junk DNA was just junk. Nature doesn't do that. Nature does not do that. Nature does not create something without giving it a job. Nature just does not do that. We know that. You just haven't discovered what the job is yet. That's all it is. But that's okay. That's okay. It's all right. But this is what the Dream Team have explained to me, is that that is what your mitochondrial DNA is for. It's to carry that wisdom. Mother, daughter, mother, daughter, mother, daughter, mother, daughter, in an unbroken line. That's what it's for. And that's how I'm able to connect to my ancestors. And some of you out there will undoubtedly have the same ancestors that I do. Some of you won't, but that's okay. That's cool. You can have your own. But the thing is that we can all tap into this knowledge. We can all access this knowledge. And that's what we're talking about when we say women are so powerful, women are this, da, da, da. Step into your power, the wisdom and the knowledge. That's what we're talking about. That's where it is inside us. And that's what we are trying to access. So there you go. Just dropping that one in. And hopefully it's helping you to realise what we're talking about when we say how powerful women are and how together we are stronger. And that's part of the knowledge that's passed down in that DNA, is that together we're stronger, we work better together, we support each other better, we are more powerful than we know, because we don't know about the DNA. But now we do, we know how powerful we are. So it's time to step up. It's time to access that power. It's time to know what absolutely amazing and powerful and creative and just awesome person you are. And we all are, as a species, men and women. But women have this particular job of carrying this knowledge and passing it down, mother to daughter, to teach us and to keep us knowing this and embodying it. And this is where we've lost our way recently. We've when I say recently, I'm talking about several millennia, okay, at recent times, you know, only the last however many millennia, how we've managed to lose our way is because we've allowed other stuff to come in, and we've been conditioned, and we've been suppressed, and we've had these veils placed over us where we can no longer see that, and we've just got out of the habit, and we've just got out of the groove of doing it. So when we come together as women, when we connect, this is what we access, and this is what we amplify. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do, is to connect with other women, connect with people who are maybe that little bit further along the path than you, that can show you, because that's, the knowledge is absolutely to be shared. It's not to be hidden. It's not for anybody to say, I'm better at it than you, or, you know, only I can teach you this, because that's just not true. The answer is inside you. We just need together to support each other and embrace each other while we all find our own truth and embody that. And although that wisdom is, you know, unbroken, how we interpret it and embody it is down to us. It's completely individual to us, even though the knowledge is the same. How, you know, we are the only people that have our own life experience. We are the only people that have the same set of siblings in the same location, and, you know, everybody's situation is completely unique to them. So it is their interpretation and their embodiment and their expression of that knowledge that's different, but the knowledge itself is to be shared among all of us, and it's to benefit all of us. And I mean all of us, all across the planet, men, women, and not just us as a species, all the other species, and getting back in touch with that purpose and that why we're here. So now you know what we're talking about when we talk about the knowledge and the wisdom and why women are so powerful. That's where it comes from. It's ancient wisdom, it's ancient power, and it's unbroken. So open your arms, let it in, open your mind, open your heart, let it in. And if you want to know more about it, get in touch with me. And if you're curious or you've got anything to add to this, it's an open book, it's an open page. All the knowledge is to be shared. And I know there will be people who say this is a load of rubbish. Remember, we used to think the world was flat. See you soon. Bye.